not a cheap ass where I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to listen.
Yeah.
My TV is already affected by YouTube because I have, YouTube TV and all this Google shit. I see ads that you don't see.
Yeah.
Simply because of different things I look up or see or products, I'll get reinforcement ads on that. It's the craziest shit to keep you buying the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
But it does bother me that, look, if you can't afford, because baseball doesn't give a shit. They don't give a shit about the fans. They haven't given a shit about the fans in a long time. They've gotten lucky with, I think, with certain players that have kind of made baseball interesting, or, it was kind of in a lull there for a little while. I think it's the players that are doing that. It's not baseball. They don't give a shit, and they prove they don't give a shit because they disenfranchise. Talk about disenfranchisement.
Mm-hmm.
They disenfranchise 50 to 60% of the fan base every time they put a game on like this, that these people who would normally watch a ball game.
Yeah.
And I normally don't watch that many ball games on TV. I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm going to see them in person. But opening day, it
most
was kind of
will.
interesting.
It's an event.
And I'll go to an opening day game as well. In the playoffs, or just something that's interesting, or if you have two teams at a certain point in the season that are battling it out, something going on with a certain pitcher, whatever. I like to see Skeens pitch.
Yeah.
So I might again, but he's drawing me to the game.
Yeah.
So what I absolutely hate is if you can't afford to pay baseball that $50 to $60 million, then don't have it. Because first of all, you didn't do it right. If you're going to spend 50 to 60 million for the rights, you can't hire some true baseball people away from ESPN, CBS, or somewhere, okay, that has done games that can help you do this baseball game how it should be done.
Yeah.
Right? You should be able to afford that. But then you're going to put all these fucking damn commercials on my Netflix. I do not pay for Netflix to watch a fucking commercial.
Yeah.
That just, I did watch it, but it infuriated me because I do prefer, the only time I do watch commercials is sporting events on regular TV. But I'm also not paying for it.
Yeah.
Other than
your main bill, like
my
bill.
YouTube,
Yeah,
my YouTube. Because the YouTube TV is phenomenal. I don't know if you have a very modern TV of the last 3 years, and with the 4K shit, it's almost too good. It looks like it's 3D when they're also recording in the right cameras. But when they're doing that, and then it's too good that fairly attractive people look like shit because it comes through how bad their makeup is. But they don't switch. Why wouldn't you switch? You look like shit. Somebody fix it. I mean, they don't know from social media that, kind of
not looking
fucking with that kind of shit. Filters. Filters are a thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Use the filter. Nobody wants to watch ugly people.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Now it's everybody that gets to be, the star, which is okay, but let's temper expectations.
Yeah.
With that.
So that was my thing with it. And one other thing, and then you can give me your take on it. There's one other thing was the Yankee second baseman.
Jazz Chisholm.
Dude's cool as shit. I like him. Okay. Talking to him while he's at second base.
Yep.
For the entire half inning that he was out there. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Because there was a shot, or there was a shot directly at him later in the game that was hard. It hit his mitt, it popped out, and he grabbed it with his other bare hand. You think he could have made that play if he was talking to those guys at that time?
No, you would have been too distracted. You can't. It's not possible.
You don't know when that kind of shot's going to happen.
Yeah, you got to be. On your toes.
Why would Major League Baseball allow them to do that? Interfere in the game? No, we don't want that. No, there's no. It's the shitty way. Now, look, I like the UFL a little bit. You know, I like the different things they do, and you know, the talking on the sideline and the plays and the coaches. You can hear maybe the coaches making a play and sending it in. That it's different. It's different if you're kind of hearing in, but different from announcers having a conversation with them. I mean, there would be like an announcer having a conversation with the wide receiver, and they hike the ball, and he's running and doing the route.
Yeah.
No,
It's like the same
same
concept.
thing. You can't do that.
Like, it's one thing if they're mic'd up on the sideline or in the dugout.
Yes.
That's different.
Or
Completely
between
different.
innings
Or
and
between,
mic them
yeah.
up, and you want to get more content from them that way. Fine. And also, I am an admitted misogynist.
Where's this going?
Well, I like my women in sports doing sideline interviews,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but like calling games and doing other
Yeah.
things.
It's just not great. No, I'm with you. I'm not.
Because you had the woman introducing the teams.
Yeah.
And it just
No, I'm with you.
no,
it's,
man.
It's not so much like
I
it's
just
a
don't.
vo-
I
it's a
just don't
voice
like it. I'm
thing.
sorry. I don't like it.
For me, it's like a voice thing. Like the deeper, like when you get that deeper, more rumbly, like let's get ready to go type voice.
Battle.
Like that's what gets people going. Like more higher pitch. Oh, welcome. Say hello to your 2026
Oh, my
Giant. Like
God.
no, you can't do. Like you gotta fucking hype these people up like it's a fucking gladiator battle. But I'm with you on the whole thing. First, number one, fuck Netflix until the end of time. I made this decision a long time ago. Because they kept this is when it was really bad with Netflix. They were putting out just absolute garbage, just bullshit, and they had the audacity to keep raising prices at the time, which they still do. And then they didn't allow people to share passwords, so that really pissed me off because. Well, like, why the fuck you make millions and billions? You're a multi-billion-dollar company, and you're nickel and diming people for $20 here, $20 there, and they just I don't like their hand in sports because they've done it now with football, they've done it with boxing, and now they're doing it with baseball, and
they'll be doing it with MMA.
yeah,
The Ronda Rousey
that
fight,
shit.
that's going to be
So,
on
like-
Netflix.
So like I don't like how they make it. They're not there for the sport. They're there for content, and there happens to be sports going on. They don't care about the sport. They care about content and what's going to get them clips, viral moments, whatever it is. To bring that new paid viewership in, and that's when I think that's how you said they're alienating 50 to 60% of their fan base because most people don't have Netflix
Right.
that watch baseball.
Did you hear their interview of Manfred, I listened to the
it.
baseball commissioner?
Mhm.
It was the most lame interview.
Just
There wasn't a single interesting question asked.
it was just like softball questions, like throw 'em up.
and they actually said, "Oh, we're so excited to have you here. We have so many questions." Really? Because you didn't ask any.
Yeah.
You didn't ask a single interesting thing.
Yeah.
And again, you know what? You could have spent time talking about the ABS and just new things coming to baseball and what's worked, what's not working. Well, this wasn't working, so we stopped it, but we're going in this direction. There's lots of things that could have been done if you wouldn't have been going to commercial, and you could have used that time to create other content that you normally don't get during a game.
Yeah.
They just missed a huge opportunity. And then so instead of doing that, you're talking to players in the game. Like, shut the fuck up.
Well-
I was so annoyed. They were not good.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but no, they were not good. They were not interesting.
No, it was. I agree. Like outside of I enjoyed the game because I'm a Yankees fan, and I just enjoyed seeing us fucking just kick the shit out of them.
Yeah.
But they're the epitome of like woke corporate America. They're literally there just to cater to the TikTok audience, to the average. Like they're trying to get the viewers that they want, who normally wouldn't be able to sit down and pay attention to a fucking baseball game for more than 30 seconds. That's why they're doing all this extra shit. These on-field interviews. They don't care about the sport. They care about what's going to bring them in more money. And that's where I draw the line with all this shit, because you can't just sell out like that.
Right.
Once you start to sell out, like, where do you draw the line on pretty much anything?
Here's where I draw the line. If I want to watch Banana Ball, I'll go to a Banana Ball game or turn on a Banana Ball broadcast. If I want to see that kind of shit, it's available. I'll watch that.
Yeah.
Because that's what Banana Ball basically is, right?
Yeah. Well,
do you think they got it from Banana Ball? They saw all the viewership
I
and all that
think
stuff.
some of that is.
Yeah, some of the spectacle of it. But another thing is, like, they didn't, like how you said, they weren't asking any real questions. And, like, throughout the whole time, like, there wasn't anything interesting in terms of what a viewer would want to watch because they don't want any awkward moments. They don't want to offend anybody. That's why they're just giving these baseline fucking bullshit
questions. Here's the thing. You know, it's a tough business. Very tough business. Because when I did radio, I had friends that were, you know, one of my friends was the voice of the Toledo Rockets. So he had been calling Toledo Rocket football games and basketball games for years and years, okay? And there's a way you just aren't just given the job at the highest end. You are brought up through the ranks almost like the minor leagues that you do. Even there was I forget the guy's name. There's a young man that we were trying to interview last year for the WNBA, and he fills in when one of the two main ladies are not there. They call the game, but he does like the G League games, and he does something else. But that's him moving up to prove himself to maybe eventually, because there's not that many of those jobs to be the one that's calling an NBA game. Yeah. But they have experience. Now, I don't know what other experience. Well, CC Sabathia, this didn't seem to be a great fit, even though a lot of ball players are a good fit and they do that. But the other two didn't help. And I don't know what their experience was going up, but it's just it just seemed to me that that's not their regular job. Where the guys that we're watching on ESPN when we're watching a Thursday night, Sunday night game or whatever it is, that's their motherfucking job, man. Yeah. And it's been their job. And so they not only know about what's going on the field and the players right then, they have history that they can bring to make the game interesting too. Because they just know. It's their thing. Yeah. Baseball is their thing.
Absolutely.
And I think it was missing that. And when you miss that, you missed that authenticity.
Yeah. No,
it just was not authentic at all.
CC, like, I love CC Sabathia. Obviously, he's a former Yankee, but won a World Series with Indian and Brewer. He was a Brewer for a year. It didn't seem like, it's not his first time on there, which is kind of weird, but he did seem like he was a little bit out of place. Maybe it was just a weird day for him, just wasn't at his best. But the other two announcers, they normally do call baseball. I can't remember their names.
Do they?
I just think Netflix made it hard for everybody to do their jobs because they're like, this is what you have to say. You can't go outside of these boundaries. And during these interviews, you have to say this, can't ask your own question. I just feel like they weren't able to be themselves. They're just being bottled up.
And everything was about promoting other Netflix shows.
Yes, and that's the issue. It's like, it was not MLB. This was a Netflix event, and that's where I draw, like I said, I draw the fucking line at that because it was
basically a Netflix commercial.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And they dropped in a little baseball.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of what happened.
Yeah. And this isn't the first time they've, like, it was the Jake Paul fight, which I'm so glad I didn't watch. The one time that they broadcasted it, but they were having horrible issues the whole time. Like, they just could not keep a signal. And then there was
even in this was a little hazy at times.
And then the Christmas Day game, it was like Chiefs and somebody else. It was just not smooth. And it's like, you have a blueprint. Motherfuckers have been doing this shit for how many years now? 50 years for football and shit.
Yeah.
Like, how have you not figured that out? It's because you don't fucking care. That's why. That's pretty much it.
You spend all this money, and to put on that type of production for that amount of money, you're terrible. You're terrible at your job. You should be fired.
Well, those 30-second clips that are going to be going up after the game, you're not going to see all that stuff. That's why. They're just like, they can just hide it.
It was terrible.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Did you watch it, Leo? No. He's like, fuck no.
Fuck the Yankees.
Are you ready for World Cup?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much, after the WBC ended, that's pretty much all I've been caring about.
And what day when does that start? That's soon, right?
June.
Is it June?
I
Is
believe
that
it's
long?
June. It goes through.
Feels like it's like right around the corner.
Oh yeah. It's just it happens. The buildup is it's because like they slowly like feed stuff out. So like Adidas and Nike just recently released all the different uniforms for all the different teams. So we'll get like a few months of people talking shit about the different uniforms, which ones are good, which ones are bad. They just released the official World Cup song, which is fucking awful.
Oh boy.
Like it's a good song, but compared to like the World Cup song, like those are like top of the top songs.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of disappointment there so far. But yeah, no, I can't wait for the World Cup. I cannot wait for the World Cup. It is time, It is time. Hell yeah, man! I'm excited for this, especially because it's in the U.S. this year. So
I just want to see how long the U.S. can last.
I don't.
That's it.
I got a little bit of bad news to you, but they'll actually no. From if I remember correctly, they'll probably leave the group stage, but they'll probably end up getting paired up with like a strong like Germany or Brazil or something like that. So if they make it out of the group in first place, I think they get stuck with. I mean, worst case scenario, I think it's like Portugal, but Portugal is not the best team you want to go against. So like the U.S. isn't looking so hot as of right now, but they'll make it out of the group from what I can see. So,
but that's what I'm looking for. Like, can you make it? Can you just
get there.
Make it somewhere?
Give yourself a chance. I mean, once again,
one
and
the
done
last
is
couple
different.
of days. So, like Monday and Tuesday, you forget about it almost, and you forgot about it. We all forgot about it because nobody talks about it because there's not a pool for it. Nobody cares about it, and I have no idea why we still have it. You know what I'm talking about?
Not off the top of my head, no.
The NIT.
Oh yeah.
Why do we still have the NIT?
I think that's just it brings in
Why?
some
Who cares?
revenue. It brings in some revenue for him, but I think it's more for the players than anything else because it gives them that opportunity to
have a
showcase it.
little bit of tournament experience. They get that with their conferences.
Yeah.
They get it. These kids that play, at that level are playing Nike ball in the summer. They're on traveling teams. I'm sorry, we don't need it. Because really, who wants to brag that you won the NIT? If you are the NIT champion, aren't you basically team number 65 in the NCAA?
Okay.
Because you couldn't make the NCAA.
Okay, that was my question. Is the NIC like the lower tier of
the NIT?
of
Yeah,
the
NIT.
Match Madness kind of thing going on?
It's like the next however many. I don't even know how many teams they
I
have.
think it's
dude.
like
I don't know if it's 30 or 40, but so you have your top 64 teams, and then you have your next 40 best teams.
Gotcha.
It's the next 40.
So it's the same tournament, just two different like tiers. Like you got your your A
these
group.
It's like a minor
are
group.
it's a consolation prize. It's not even a consolation prize. It's the participation trophy.
Yeah.
It's a participation trophy. It's like, that bowl game that I went to on the day after Christmas?
Yeah.
Here, it's the Rate Bowl.
Yeah.
It's the Rate Bowl.
Yeah.
You got a couple of 7 and 6 teams because you only have to win 6 games, I believe, to be bowl eligible. It's you just made bowl eligibility. You're a 500 team. The only people that really, really care are super diehard fans and your mom. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's all that shows up. Or if you have just like locals who are like, fuck it, it's right there. Why
And
not
NIT's
show?
just going to be back. You have it on the background. It's just background noise and bars.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody's saying I have to turn it on. As opposed to last night, I mean, Dawn is a Purdue cheerleader, former Purdue cheerleader, so she was very excited.
Yeah.
And Purdue pulled off a hell of a game. I didn't know if they were going to do it. They were missing some very important free throws at the last 5-6 minutes of the games. Like, you cannot miss those and win this
game. You get lucky if you win and you're missing free throws at the end like that. You're lucky.
Yeah, and then to just let a guy drive. That's happened a couple times now in the last few days in the NCAA. Just crazy. But that was a good game. Arizona spanked Arkansas. We were watching that.
That's who I picked to win the
Purdue,
national
Arizona
championship.
in the next round.
Is it?
I think so. It's 2 1 seeds, yeah. But I picked Arizona to win just because I just feel like they're just the best overall team in terms of size, shooting, ability, like everything. But you want to hear something fucking heartbreaking?
Yeah, sure. Break my heart.
Well, for me, I don't know. It'll be a good laugh for you and Leo. But so I put down a parlay for those games last night.
Okay.
And I took I took Purdue money line. I took Nebraska money line. I took what was the other one? Who did Arkansas just play? Why am I blanking out on this?
Arkansas played
Arizona, and then there was one other one.
Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, Houston, St. Charles.
Illinois.
Houston.
So I
fucking hate Illinois.
So I took Illinois. They won. Took Purdue. They won. Took fucking. Why am I having Arizona? Why I don't know why I can't think of that. Arizona as well. Fucking Nebraska was the only team to lose, and they were winning the whole game. But you want to know what fucking turned the whole thing around towards the end of the game and pretty much sealed it? Nebraska just apparently fucking forgets how many players are allowed on the court. And they got all these fouls and shit. I didn't watch
the game, dude, but I saw the news on that.
Dude, they it pretty much swung the whole momentum of the game, changed the whole outcome of it. And I did.
Okay.
And it was like, fuck.
Let me ask you, how do the players not notice that they're missing a player?
The coach. I mean, as a coach too, like what
I can kind of get. Usually, an assistant is in charge a little bit of getting the players
personnel
in front of the announcer and getting in the game. They're in there. That's the thing, and coach paying attention, not paying attention. But how do the players not know? How do the players not say, "Whoa, timeout"?
It says here it was a quote unquote
miscommunication.
A miscommunication.
Yeah, that's what they said. They after the game, the press conference, they were just like, it was a miscommunication. We've never been in a situation like that. I don't know, just saying a bunch of shit. But
what, at the end of the game, you've never played an end of the game like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I would have won
what situation?
I would have won fucking $200. And the reason why it's fucking significant for me is because it seems like I don't bet a lot. Oh, I actually do want to watch it, but I don't bet very often. I bet every once in a while. But the main reason I fucking stopped was because I would lose bets on stupid shit like this. Not because I was wrong, but because stupid shit like that would happen. So like it's happened with me in football. It's happened to me with baseball. Like shit that's not even like is beyond your control, unpredictable. And I'm sick of it. I'm retired. I'm done. But yeah, let's watch this fucking ridiculousness. Fouled him with the AM1. And this is what fucking changed the whole game, bro.
I'm surprised how well the Big Ten has done.
Oh yeah, they're Big Ten like that because you fucking deserve that. That's why I think like I don't use FanDuel, but somebody in there is like, hey, like it's like that Buffalo Wild Wings commercial, that buzzer button, and it fucking keeps the game going or like makes some crazy shit happen. That's what I felt like happened to me right there.
I like that stupid Big Buffalo.
Yeah.
I kind of like their commercials.
Dude, the new one.
I'm over the food.
It's overpriced.
It's gotten worse and worse.
That's why they're marketing so much.
Chicken strips are smaller and smaller.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm over that. But
the commercials are good.
The commercials that big stupid Buffalo. He's funny as shit, man. I'd hang out with him.
The new one that came out, he's like talking about the new fucking thing, the new deal that they got going on. He's like talking to like the hostess or the waitress, and he's like, "Let's go, let's do this thing." And she thought like she was interested in him. She's like, "I don't know if my parents will let me." He's like, "Oh no, not you." It was pretty fucking funny, honestly.
I like the one about the podcast. She goes, "Is this a podcast?" He says, "Yes." Then she starts getting emotional. I'm like, no.
Yeah. It's because their food sucks now. That's why they have to market so much.
Yeah, well, they're doing a good job on the marketing anyways.
Yeah. Well,
good for them.
Good thing. Too bad I can't eat commercials.
That's a slight win, I guess.
Their portion sizes.
It's better than having shitty food and shitty commercials.
Yeah, that is true.
It is better.
That used to be one of my go-to spots, like after like football games in high school and stuff. And it used to be just such an easy place to go to. And then slowly over time, it just fucking got. It seems like they didn't have like the excuse of like COVID and shit like that. It seems like they started doing that shit before. Like they're just in my memory.
I definitely noticed during COVID.
Yeah, it got significantly worse.
And they look at my chicken strips look even smaller because I would get the naked chicken strips.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
And so there's no breading on it. So they really started looking at it. It's like, you're counting this this piece here
As
as
a-
a whole chicken strip. It's half a chicken
That-
strip. It's a half.
Dude, right.
It's not a whole chicken strip, dude.
All right, so Troy, I'm glad you kind of brought that up because you remember a while ago when you were talking about, I said something about going through a drive-through, and I didn't know you like drive-throughs. I'm like pretty much with you on this. Like I'm at the point where I refuse to go somewhere where I can't sit down and have if there's an issue, it can be rectified right there.
Yeah.
Because I wish my buddy Jake was here, but he gets fucking free food for me all the time because of the amount of times people fuck my order up. When I go. Like I'm talking the one time, it was like 3 days in a row. Like I was super busy. I didn't go to the grocery store, so I was just getting fast food. But like fucking 3 orders in a row, it was either something was wrong with it or it was just completely wrong. And it just pisses me the fuck off that they constantly bitch and moan about fucking not being paid enough. This is why. And this is coming from somebody who's worked food service for many years. And if you consider Little Caesars fast food, I've worked fast food as well. You don't deserve fucking $25 an hour. If you can't fucking get me a Sprite that doesn't taste like a club soda, I'm sorry, but you don't deserve fucking $25 an hour. No shot. So now I'm like pretty much with you. Fuck drive-thrus. If I can't have it fixed right then and there, I'll just eat at my house. Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
I'm over it. So I know it was kind of random, but you reminded me of it right then and there.
The other night we ate at Nando's. I got chicken fajitas, and I'll get the chicken fajitas. I rarely will eat the tortillas. And I didn't eat hardly any of the chips the other night, which is not like me. But I didn't. But it's just meat and vegetables.
Yeah,
and it's decent. It's a good meal.
Yeah,
and but Dawn and I, 2 people with diet, Coke Zeros. And I don't know, I think it was like $40. If we go to Jimmy John's, it's going to be $40, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, it shouldn't. It's the whole point. Like, my biggest.
And I have the money, and I don't bitch about stuff like that.
It's the principle of it, though.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest issue now with like food service and like food in general nowadays. It's no longer fast food is no longer fast. It's no longer cheap either. Right. So the 2 main reasons that you go there are no longer there, and there's shitty customer service. So the incentive,
because it was never nutritious. Sometimes it did taste good, but it was never nutritious.
Never nutritious. So like
you were going there for the speed and the cost.
Yes, the convenience of it. And now those things are completely taken away. And honestly, as much as I had said I'll never go to a drive-thru again, there is one place that will forever have my allegiance. It's Salad and Go, because they're cheap, they're fast, it's healthy, and they don't fuck my order up. Because it's not hard to make, but it's just the fact that they can just make.
Dude, if there's a way to fuck shit up, these people know how to fuck shit up.
Like I've had issues in the past, but not like the way it has been with like a Popeyes or fucking something like that, like shit like that. So they're good for now, but if you start fucking up, I'm done. Forever.
That's it.
But have you ever been to Salad and Go?
No.
It's really good. It's really fucking good. It's really healthy. Like it's quite literally salads, wraps. Like they don't serve like any fried foods. At least that I saw. It's all their sides are like soups, like seasonal soups, hummus and pita. But the main reason that I go there and what actually put me on there was the frozen strawberry lemonade that they have. I could drink that all day, every day.
Bob also brings up a great point where they want you to tip at places like this now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want me to tip you, and you just you can't even give me a Sprite? Like, no. You short me on tenders. I'm supposed to get 3 tenders, and you give me 2
and a half.
Like then the thing is, the two that you're talking about, they're like this fucking big already. Yeah. So like you're getting fucked by the owner, and then you're getting fucked by the employees. So like, unless I'm just a whore, why would I like to get fucked that much? I don't. I like to do the fucking. But that's my
there we go.
That's my fast food rant. Been holding that one in for a minute.
Yeah. This is what we do. This is therapy. This has always been my therapy. One of the reasons I enjoy it, and why I do it for me and talk about shit we want to talk about. Mm-hmm. And in some cases, way too long.
Yeah, sometimes. So
on to other sports. Let's go with Puka. This and I haven't read all of this, so we will read through it a little bit. But it just caught my attention, obviously, because of how good a wide receiver he is, easily, in my book, one of the top 5 current wide receivers in the NFL, and that sued over an anti-Semitic remark. You can get sued for that now?
Hell yeah.
That should not be a thing, okay? You have a First Amendment right. If you want to say stupid shit, you're allowed to say stupid shit. If you don't like a certain group of people, you're allowed to not like them. You just have to deal with the consequences. But one of those consequences should not be a lawsuit. And then the other thing is saying he bit her on the shoulder. And so I want to, it's like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That's just so hard for me to believe that this all-pro wide receiver who could probably show up at, I don't know if he's got a girlfriend, wife, I don't know what his status is. But you're telling me he can't go anywhere, and he's a Ram, so you're telling me he can't go anywhere in L.A. into a club and have a line of women who want to bite his shoulder?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
This sounds like a money grab. It's over the top with this shit. And the problem with this shit is when these fucking nut job women are proven to be wrong.
Yeah. And then nothing happens.
And then nothing happens to them.
Yeah.
And the one that has always bothered me the most, and you'll know the answer to this, is the one pitcher, the baseball player
Trevor
at the
Bauer, who's been proven innocent multiple times.
Yes. And nobody would touch him. Why the fuck? If I was an owner, you touch all these other players, you know, we let players back into the league that killed dogs in the NFL, right?
Beating their wives to within an inch of their life.
We've let in that, but we don't let in somebody that's actually found innocent and is still at the height of his career.
It was a setup.
And just tell these shitty organizations that want to protest it, like, fuck you, you're not our fans anyways.
Yeah. No, Leo, actually, I was surprised that Leo knew who he was, but Leo watches him on YouTube because he's gotten quite a big popular following on YouTube.
Good for him.
Leo, does he just do that thing where, like, if you can get a hit off me, I pay you X amount of money?
So funny enough, he was on a recent podcast and he was talking about it, and he said that if he didn't get kicked out of the MLB, he wouldn't have become a billionaire.
Yeah, I can. So
he runs 2 different YouTube channels. He runs his own, where he like mainly kind of does 1v1s versus top prospects or like, you know, I don't know how to pronounce it, but you know, really high level baseball players where he'll 1v1 them. And then he runs a momentum channel, which is like a baseball group basically, where they will do all types of stuff, whether that be like different challenges, like making your own bat, making your own glove, different baseball equipment. They will also have like tournament. Like recently, I just finished watching. They had a 2v2 tournament, so 2v2, so one pitcher, one batter, and they just 1v1. Like what he has created outside of the MLB it's crazy. I've been following him like since he went to Japan, went to Mexico. He's been playing baseball around the world. So I'm actually really surprised Trevor Bauer's still not in the MLB.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But I want to ask you, because you're more likely, he was kicking a ball. You, though, when you were a little kid, this is a thing when I was a little kid, did you ever play baseball against one of your good friends where it was only you and your good friend?
Like, just like he's pitching, I'm hitting?
Yeah, and then but you would run bases and stuff. There would be, but then if you got stopped on second, there was a ghost man on second.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
You have ghost runners
and then
shit,
we would do that in our yards, but then we actually put up like the ABS.
Yeah.
Okay. We took like paint, marker, something, and we put up a strike zone on the back of a school building.
Yep.
And that was the batter's box, and you'd pitch at that. If you didn't swing, if it hit it, it was a strike. And then depending on how far you hit it, was if it got to first, second, that was like that. You know, that was kind of cool.
We
stuff.
had
Kids don't do that anymore. You might have been the last.
They don't do that anymore. No, we had a similar thing where it was just like a metal post, and then it had like the strike zone like attached to it. But what we would use is metal bats and tennis balls, and it was in our buddy's backyard. And you know, like you said, certain areas would be like a home run, certain areas would be a triple, because it would be like at most 3v3. Never enough for a full game or anything. But yeah, we would do that in the backyard. That was some of the funnest times in my life. It's like We'd be out there. It would be the sun would be just rising, and then next thing you know, like it's fucking evening, and you're winding down and going home.
We probably did wiffle ball more.
Yeah.
The most, and I like wiffle ball, and that seeing those guys throw the ball in the professional wiffle ball, if that's what it is, that's some crazy shit. I've just seen highlights.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's sick.
As a baseball player, if you want to get used to off speed pitches, curving pitches, like stuff that's gonna throw you off, that's not a fastball, just fucking sit there in the box. That somebody knows how to throw a wiffle ball. You'll be able to identify the craziest spins on a ball.
Probably,
it's nuts.
Probably.
But yeah, I miss those days. I'm surprised. Wiffle ball was big when you were.
Fuck yeah, man!
I thought that was like kind of like a '90s on thing. No,
it's been around for fucking ages.
Nope.
Interesting.
'70s, baby.
Yeah, we didn't. We had wiffle ball. We transitioned from wiffle balls. I think for whatever reason, tennis balls were easier for us to get for some reason.
They went further as well.
They went further, but because he had a dog, so he had he'd have way more tennis balls.
You got to understand though too
wiffle balls.
That my generation, we were the first to start using
shit like that. Yeah,
metal bats.
Yeah,
and they were crappy metal bats.
Oh yeah,
at that. In fact, I went. After Little League in Pony League is what ours was called. In Pony League, I went back to a wooden bat.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, those metal ones. I actually use one of those old school. Actually, many times I use an old school metal bat.
No, I'm talking about old school wooden bat. Using a wood.
Like how
bat.
you said, like they were fucking terrible because anytime I hit a ball, it's like as soon as I hit the ball, my hands are fucking stinging, stinging. And on a wood bat, that only happens if you get jammed real bad, or if you hit it off the end a certain way.
You hit it off the end, yeah.
That is like you could.
And I like that. That's good feedback. You get that sting a few times on a wooden bat, you'll correct your shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm totally, I don't know if this is totally off topic because we keep talking about this, but I am totally, I might as well say it, I'm totally against metal bats. 100% against. They should not be a thing. They are only still a thing because of money. I don't wear a helmet. I don't wear a helmet to ride a bicycle. I don't wear a helmet to ride my motorcycle. Okay, so... I don't wear a seatbelt, okay? I have a little thing I jam in the fucking seatbelt thing, so that it stops beating at me, okay? So that's me. But as far as dangerous and shit, there is no reason, especially since they're not used at the highest level, okay? There is no reason other than money for these kids to be using these. Your reaction time's not fast enough. Even the college kids, how many college kids have been hurt because the reaction time, it's just been proven. It's just science. It's just so small. Yeah. It's just, they're so dangerous. It's just not worth it. And then this is some years ago. It might even be more now, but we'd spend $300-$400 on a fucking bat and for a travel ball player.
Yep.
And I was paying for the shit. And then the next year, couldn't use the bat. They outlawed that bat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
BB, I know exactly. So
like almost every year they were outlawing whatever bat was the previous year.
So they made the standard. It's called BB core, which is like the standard like baseball bat, and it's supposed to be the closest representation of a metal bat to a wooden bat. But you're right, it is a money thing.
Just use the wooden bat.
It's a money thing because when it breaks, if the bat breaks, because I actually played in a couple wood bat leagues, and I went through probably about 4 or 5 wood bats, and to the point where like my first at bat, it fucking broke, and I had to borrow like a buddy's until I got one after the game.
Yeah, but still, you could get 10 bats a year, and like that's for the cost of the metal bats. Yeah. It's just what they used.
Yeah,
it's a lot more satisfying when you hit it like good on a wooden bat, in my opinion. Than
the
on
crack of it. Anyways. Yeah, when it cracks, it's a ding. It's a crack.
And it was so fun. Like the best team when I was in Little League was called the Walbridge Bears. And these are the kids that were like 12 years old and had mustaches.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to play them during tournaments.
Yeah.
Like the best team in whatever league you played in would always get smashed by these guys. I watched these guys beat one of our best teams, and my best friend's team, because we didn't play on the same team. That all they did was bunt.
Small ball, yeah.
Bunt.
I played against that.
They kept bunting, and the other team got so frazzled, and just making mistakes, and just
That's
It
why
was-
that's like kind of touching why I'm such a baseball purist. Like I don't like a lot of those rules that they added because a lot of the rules that they took away, there's a strategic advantage and a strategic like reasoning as to why they do those things. Small ball, like we did that. I had a baseball coach who would, if he noticed something that maybe a coach was inexperienced and he could tell his kids weren't up to par like we were, he would do shit like that. He'd fucking.
I
be
would do that.
He would bunt all game, steal every fucking pitch. He would do
Every pitch.
until you stop it. He's gonna keep doing it.
That's the one thing. I would have been a horrible Little League baseball coach because we were allowed to steal in Little League. Now we weren't allowed to lead off.
Yeah, you still got to keep your.
But we were allowed to steal, and I would have a kid going every fucking time
Yep.
unless he was a little fat kid.
Yeah,
Seriously, because I make that kid make the throw, and he's not only got to make the throw, he's got to make the catch.
yeah, absolutely. So you're banking on these little ass kids to be able to fucking get the shit together.
No,
So-
force it.
You know,
It's like so dumb. I don't know why that shit. Like years later, I'm like, why didn't our coaches do that?
because they didn't want to be like they didn't want to be looked at as an
cares?
asshole. That's why I liked my coach because he was a fucking.
I'd be an asshole.
My
like,
coach-
I'd be a winning asshole.
He was my favorite coach was the biggest dickhead to me, and not because he hated me, because he knew like I could do better than what I was doing. He like people fucking hated him. Like will pull like their kid off the fucking team because he chewed him out because they fucked up. So like he weeded out the weak very quickly, and it's even crazier because you're paying money to this dude to be on his team and to train you. So that's even the fact that you're like paying him and resisting his advice, kind of like how you have that issue, nuts to me. But he used to make me fucking run the whole practice. I'd fuck up one. It got to a point where I fucked up one time, and he'd make me run the whole practice. And then it got to a point where I never fucked up ever. So like I was the one like he would lean on when shit needed to happen. But it wasn't like that. It took like a solid year of him just fucking beating me to the ground and then building me back
Now,
up.
did he ever do this? This is what I used to do in soccer. I used to do like the military shit. So if you fucked up, I made everybody else run.
Yeah, not every time, but a lot.
So they just hated you.
Yes.
And they took care of it. If I had a kid that was not behaving or not kneeling down when they were supposed to be listening to stuff, man, I'd had other kids that just took care of that
Yep.
shit. I didn't have to do that. They policed themselves.
Yep.
They didn't want to do
If it was a
it.
particular
Works.
if it was a particular bad day, like everybody's fucking up, he would do that. What the next person fucks up, everybody runs. But if the person that fucked up finishes last, you have to keep running. So, and that would happen more often than you think.
So let's see this Puka story a little bit more. Look at this. How we started on this
Yeah.
shit. Did you read through it? Do you know what happened?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I did pull this up just to put
Okay,
it in. I
what's
don't know if
this?
you saw this or not, but the whole
All right.
Drewski imitating. No, we don't have to watch it. We can go through the Puka Nakua thing. But did you see what happened with Drewski and him imitating Erica Kirk?
No.
Well, I got a surprise for you at the end of the
yeah.
show. So this is hilarious. I'm assuming you saw this, right, Mike?
Yeah, I feel a
Okay.
certain way. The thing is, I laughed at it, but I still feel a certain way about it just because if the roles were reversed, but we can get into that later.
A woman in Los Angeles filed a civil lawsuit against Puka Nakua, alleging the Rams wide receiver made an unprovoked anti-Semitic statement and later bit her on the shoulder. The lawsuit cites gender violence, assault and battery, and negligence. The plaintiff, Madison Adiabi, alleged the events happened on New Year's Eve in Century City. In the court document obtained by ESPN, she said that Nuka said, "Fuck all the Jews," and that she immediately felt uncomfortable and emotionally distressed because of her Jewish faith. Your faith, let me say, if somebody says, "Fuck all the Jews," and you get all shaky about it, you know what I say sucks? Your faith.
Yeah.
It's no different than if somebody told me, "Fuck all Christians." Like, okay, fuck you. Who cares? Because you know what? I say this all the time online in response to people, because people that are not Christians always want to use how they think Christians are supposed to act to attack Christians. Well, because I'll tell them to fuck off or call them a pussy or some other shit. Well, I thought Christian doesn't say that. This Christian does. I say that. I'm just not one of the hypocrite Christians. I'm just a saved sinner. Okay, and God doesn't have to say I have to roll over and be a doormat for you pieces of shit like you. That's not a thing anywhere in the Bible. So I do have faith, and what somebody else thinks of it has no bearing on what I think. And if you can't say that, then you don't really have faith. You don't really believe. You're insecure about it still.
Mhm.
You need to fix that insecurity. It's not the other guy's problem who may be an asshole. It's your problem. The insecurity is in you.
Yeah.
So fix it. So emotionally distressed. Get the fuck out of here with that. That's what this is the part of the Israeli Jewish stuff
This
that I
is
hate.
Climate, yeah. The climate society.
This is the stuff where you can't say anything, you can't criticize in any way. Now this is a shitty criticism to say that, okay? If not just for him, but for anybody to say it's terrible. But does he have a legal right to say it? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And you don't have to like it. It's nowhere in the Constitution that says we have to protect your fucking feelings.
Yeah. No,
Later,
I'm with you.
said she was in a car with him. Now, you're at a party, a New Year's Eve party. This guy made you uncomfortable, you said, because he said fuck all Jews, and you're Jewish, and you're all distressed. And I know what I would do if I was all distressed and flip the fuck out, is I'd go get in a car with the person.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see, that kind of stuff doesn't
Add up.
doesn't jive on my make sense meter.
Mhm.
That doesn't jive. Okay, you're lying, bitch. You're lying. There's no way.
Do you want to know what the very first thing that I just gathered after the first
What's
paragraph?
that?
I just saw a Jew that wanted money, to be honest with you. And I said, listen, I have one of my best friends. Listen, one of my best friends is Jewish. Like, I'm not joking to you. Like, my life, like I would die for that dude. And I
Oh
have
my God.
I have 3 friends that I grew up who were
I
devout
did not
Jews.
say that, nor do
No,
I take
I said it.
responsibility
I said it.
for Mikey G.
But this is
Mikey G's on screen. It's all right.
this is that's fine. This is literally, like you said, part of the societal climate in which she saw an opportunity to make a fuck ton of money off of somebody who was very wealthy. It's if you're lying about this and you cite it's uncomfortable and it's your Jewish faith, all I see is that you were a Jew that saw a chance to make money and you went after it, and you're probably going to lose now, but you
So
still
they
tried.
were in the car together when he forcibly bit her on the left shoulder, leaving a circular imprint of his teeth on her body. The lawsuit also alleges Nakua bit her friend's thumb in the car with such force that her companion screamed in acute pain. Now, again, I want to know. So he bit. Were you making out? Was he sucking on your neck and then he bit your shoulder?
That's what I'm thinking, is that there's some sort of sexual interaction going on. Like, you just don't, like, was he driving and he just decided to fucking,
They're sitting in the car.
like, what the, like, yeah.
I mean, that's what I get out of it. They're sitting in the car.
Well, the lawyer,
You're not biting somebody while you're driving unless you're in the back passenger seat and she's in the back passenger seat with you.
and saying multiple sober witnesses have
Yeah.
stated unequivocally that Puka never made the comments and called it a blatant lie. See, this is the woman part of it as well, coming into where they.
Oh, you're supposed to believe all women.
Yeah,
Fuck that shit,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. Like,
Fuck that shit.
now you see my viewpoint of why I felt so confident saying that is because the Jewish thing, you can't talk about it. The women thing, you have to believe them no matter what.
Yeah.
So for her, it might, like, what I see is the perfect storm of being able to try and get away with something like this. That's basically my thought process.
But we're not having it anymore.
No, fuck
We're not
that.
having it anymore.
We're over this shit.
We are over this shit. I mean, when his attorney says it was horseplay, yeah, they were fucking around. They were messing around. She still wanted to kind of get with him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. She was still kind of wanting to get with him.
Yeah, in the months that followed, our office was contacted with demands for millions of dollars in exchange for not publicizing these allegations. Okay, so yeah, my honestly, I know you might not agree with it, but my assumption, I believe, is very right. I believe that after that first paragraph, I knew everything I needed to know. Yeah, I think we talked about this.
And he deserved that
We were
contract.
talking about
Yeah,
this.
well, I think we talked about this as well, is that if she was smart, she would have waited like a year later when he's going to sign his new contract.
Mm-hmm.
Because now it's like, I just feel like the timing was poor. She must not watch sports at all and know that he was going to get a new contract soon, but she definitely could have increased her chances like a year from now.
In December, he apologized for performing a gesture on an internet live stream that was anti-Semitic in nature and perpetuated. What was that?
That was funny, actually. I think it was with Aiden Ross, if I remember correct.
Didn't we talk about that?
I believe so.
I think we
I don't even
did.
know what this is about. What did he do? A gesture? What gesture could you make that's anti-Semitic? The Hail Hitler one? Oh.
Right?
No, I thought it was like the Roman that.
No.
Or is it your right hand or whatever the fuck
I'm
they
like,
say?
I bet it's the money.
You guys are just tossing shit out
Oh.
there.
I am. What is
Yeah.
it? Do we have
Is
video?
the money. Say if that becomes anti-Semitic, I'm like, shit. Now you guys are just feeding into it.
I tell you what, people got to give us a chance, man. We're kind of funny.
Oh, we are
today.
funny.
I think it was more like this-ish kind of thing. I'll pull it up here in a second. But
this is a lot like this.
Or
So
what are they? Birdman, like how Birdman hands rubbing his hands, like ready.
oh,
like,
here we go. Here we go.
let's see. I'm interested in what the actual gesture is itself. So, he's talking about. First of all,
It's the hand rubbing.
yes, I knew it. I told you it was that one. I fucking knew it
so
because
that's anti-Semitic.
because it's supposed to be attached to the Jewish stereotype of
like a
money,
greedy
a money grubbing greedy Jew. That's basically what it is. But the thing is, Aiden Ross is Jewish. He is Jewish, so he's the one telling him to do it. Like it's all good, but yet everybody else is like, no, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh man, no. You know what? This is where we were going, and we need to finish getting there. Is everybody is a target? Everybody.
Yeah.
Nobody's protected. Your feelings aren't protected. We can make fun of anybody. We can make. You want to make fun of somebody's religion? Make fun of all religions. Make fun of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Everything on the table. I'm going to make fun of you not having any sort of faith at all and not believing, just thinking this shit all happened randomly. Yeah, no. I think that's way harder to believe that all of this happened randomly. And actually, I was actually thinking about that last night on the motorcycle ride, because as we were starting the ride, it was the sunset, and man, I've been trying to catch myself lately, and even if it only might be 5 or 10 seconds, making myself pause to look around me. I get so focused on the trees here that I don't see the forest. And I live in the greatest place in this fucking country.
Mm-hmm.
I really believe that. Arizona, to me, I love Arizona. This is the greatest place on the earth. I love it. And to be able to just look out. Yeah, I've seen sunsets everywhere. I've seen sunsets in Hawaii, Mexico. I've seen sunsets around the world. There is no more beautiful sunset than here in Arizona. Mm-hmm. Nobody has as deep a pastels as we have. It's just, there's something about the glow. And we don't have, Rocky Mountains. We have regular mountains. We don't have midget mountains. We don't have New Mexico mountains where they cut the tops off them. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Have you ever noticed that going through New Mexico?
Yeah.
Their mountains are just like ours, except like the tops are up. They're flat.
It's
at
like
the top.
they go up to a
Super
mountain, but
weird.
then it hills out.
Yeah.
Weird.
New Mexico's
Not a big fan.
It's. I don't even like going through New Mexico. I get a
don't
weird
either.
feeling. I don't know
It's
what
just
it is about that.
It's very sad.
Must be the aliens.
Yeah, or it's just very sad.
Yeah,
very
because
sad place to go
that's
through.
where they keep them and everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just I looked up and I'm riding. I'm like, and that's why anything people say, it's like, if you all could just see this right now, how much I don't give a fuck about your stupid, immature, insecure comments on TikTok. I have a great bike that I haven't been able to get rid of, that I normally don't keep a bike for 5-6 years. I don't. I trade them in, just like I do my cars. But it's just been hard because I like the bike. It's just a good looking bike, and then it's it's paid for. But then I always think, if that's a pretty large chunk I can put on a new bike, the new bike won't really cost that much. I can take my bike and some cash, but it just is nice, and just the stuff I'm blessed with, and the people and everything, and nothing you idiots fucking say takes this away. I get to enjoy this every day, and
Absolutely.
I've earned it. And you, all right. But yeah, just beautiful, beautiful mountains.
That real quick, that
Need to
piece of the
focus on.
puzzle with the TikTok though. Thanks
Yeah.
for bringing that up, Leo, because that helps. That also kind of reinforces my belief on the reasoning, because he already had a history of it, so she probably knew about that.
Sure.
And was like, oh, they'll believe it.
Yeah, I think 100%. You were dead on with that, Leo. Good call. That was a good call, because that's just bullshit.
This is interesting.
Yeah, so we're going to continue with the sports thing, because I did see it announced yesterday, and I loved it. I loved the announcement. I saw the actual announcement, or a clip of the actual announcement, of the president, the head of the International Olympic Committee, who is a woman. It couldn't be better, because if it was an old white guy, it would just not be as good.
Yep.
But it's not. It's a woman who said that their decision was based on science. And right when she said the word science, you could just feel that going out into the universe of the United States and liberals just melting down.
Like the Wizard of Oz. Like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, my God. Just literally melting when they hear that. That it's actually science. That there is an advantage. That men who were born men and then try to pretend they're a woman have an advantage. It's as simple as that.
Would have thought.
Who'd have thought? And then I'm thinking, the fact that we've had to argue about this, that the fact that she has to make an announcement and a decision based on this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dumbest shit in the fucking world.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't take the left seriously. You want to know why we don't care about Nazi and you calling us pedos?
Goes away.
That's why. Because you can't define who the fuck a woman is. And in fact, what state was it? I believe it was Massachusetts. You'd have to look it up. I believe it was Massachusetts. Their state government. So they're in session. And the head of the Democratic Party is the leader because the Democrats dominate, right? So the head of the Democratic Party in like their House of Representatives was just flying through some things, and they were voting and passing quick. And I hate that they spend any time at this at all. With all the things going on in the world, it's March 25th. So I think it was a couple days ago. It's March 25th, and you want to make March like National Women's Day in Massachusetts. And some Republican offered an amendment that said, okay, but in this little decree of yours, who are we calling a woman? What's the definition? Who are the women we're going to celebrate?
Yeah.
Who qualifies as a woman?
It should be just women.
And so she like stumbled and then like tabled it herself and went on and they didn't vote on it.
She just
They didn't
completely
vote on
avoided
it.
the whole fucking topic.
Yeah,
in
I'm
general.
pretty sure it was either Massachusetts or Maryland.
Probably
I'm
Minnesota.
not sure. What did you find anything?
I remember Minnesota had a big thing with women's sports, like like young boys identifying as women, trans women, and there was a big thing.
This coffee's so good today.
This sports, they weren't outlawing it, and there was a whole big thing. I'm pretty sure it was Minnesota.
Or it just looks like there's a few states that
No, there's
have
probably a
already
lot.
done this.
Yeah, there's probably a lot.
Yeah, this is within the last couple of days.
Looks like the most recent is North Carolina.
Yeah, so this didn't pass. They didn't even vote on it. It didn't pass. Because he offered the amendment that he wanted it to be amended to put in there what the definition of a woman was, and they couldn't come up with a definition,
Yeah, I
so
don't
they
know
just
how.
moved on.
It's pretty fucking black and white on what it is.
So it was tabled.
I
That's interesting because that kind of goes along with this with the Olympic stuff, and then this with Caitlyn Jenner burst into joy. I love that Caitlyn Jenner is a conservative, by the way.
The fact is that Caitlin's been like the most against men being in women's sports out of all people,
and you know, and Martina,
and they've ignored
right
they've tried to bury everything that, like, don't get me wrong, I have my thoughts on.
They're
Caitlyn
denying the life experience
Yeah.
of that trans woman.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
With somewhere in the East Coast,
Doesn't
Pennsylvania.
make sense.
Okay.
But yeah, that's hilarious
yeah.
that she's a fucking.
You're not allowed to deny other people's experiences.
Yeah.
That's a democratic thing.
Yeah. It's like, and you can't disprove it. How do you disprove someone's experience, what they went through?
Right. So you can't do that.
What I really want to do is because I ask my grandma all the time. Like, I'll ask her like a couple times a year. I'm like, what is like? How do you feel when you see shit like this on the news where they're talking about the definition of a woman isn't defined? It can be this and be that. And she's like, I take heavy offense to it. She's like, just because people nowadays didn't take pride in being a mother and doing like all the duties that were considered womanly duties, that was just, she didn't see that as her, like that was her job. She just did it out of just love because she cared, not because it was a hierarchy that she was abiding by. It was just her natural, like just that motherly instinct.
She was made to nurture.
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, that's the thing. It's just that natural womanly, like that motherly instinct, and she doesn't see it that way. Whereas they've tried every time they try to fucking force this on her, I can see she tunes out.
Oh, of course.
And it's super offensive to her to say like anybody can be a woman because she has gone through some shit that only women go through.
Men suck at nurturing.
Yeah,
we just do.
Yeah, that's how it is.
We go and kill shit and bring it home for you to eat, and you just say thank you. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We go out, we have a hard day, we do what we do. All we want is thank you at the end of the day. That's it. It's pretty simple. I'm not gonna go.
Well, word of advice, my grandma said if she doesn't cook a hot meal for you, she's not the one.
Well, I will say this: we don't choose them all for their cooking ability.
Yeah. That's just a different time, much different time.
Yes. All right, so yeah, that's the story. Olympics, no more women in men's sports, so no more wannabe female boxers.
Yeah, what was her name
in women's sports?
Ishmael something.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
She was some kind of terrorist.
And then the fact that they're just watching her beat down on these women, like they would literally take like 2 or 3 punches, and they're like, "I'm done. I'm not doing this for fucking 12 rounds."
Right.
You got me fucked up.
For sure. And more transgender. We're just on a transgender kick here now. And I just had this. Just was it was just so stupid. It caught my attention. It was funny that this attorney played the transgender card. Now this is a transgender man. So this is a woman pretending to a man, and I believe it's in Texas, right?
What the fuck's going on with Texas lately? Is the fucking tech like?
I think Texas is turning purple.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is all the tech companies moving there just making it much more liberal?
Yeah, that's part of it.
Because I feel like way more shit's been going on in Texas that you never would expect.
Fuck it up. But this attorney is a woman pretending to be a man, and actually she does a halfway decent job of looking like a dude. I'm not gonna lie.
I laugh so fucking hard when I see the facial hair though. I cannot laugh at it. It is the funniest fucking thing because it goes on there and it never gets shaved one time. Ever. It just stays there forever. And it's just so like the ones who have like the pubes growing on their hair and they like try to use that. Oh my God. It kills me.
He was basically having a breakdown with the judge, and the judge started smacking him down, and that's when he pulled the transgender card on the judge. And then it's so funny that the bailiffs come in. You're going to see this. The bailiffs come in to because she hold him in contempt now. And so he's going to
breathe.
Right. So she's going to be detained, but she's a dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then she wanted female bailiffs.
Yep.
Because she's really a female.
Yeah.
She didn't want the men.
No, she's allowed to have it however she wants.
You don't get to have it both ways.
Yep.
That's not how this shit works.
And that's their mindset.
All right, let's see what the video does. It's a few minutes long here.
And these squeaky ass voices. Yes, you are. You can see it on from here. Oh, now here we go.
What's that?
They said that they didn't know that they were the judge. Is that what they just said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
when they were on the phone.
Which is a lie.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, then get her on the phone.
Thank you.
Your Honor, to which we would object. This is as clear as the nose on my face that this woman will not appear before this court because she has a warrant for stealing.
Objection,
her
you were
from
saying
another
that's
court.
not
Here we
true. And you're
Yeah.
running
You will
with that.
find, sir, that
Don't
you
come at me and
It's over me.
or shout at me.
I'm not putting it on there. No, we're stopping.
Get out of my face,
I've been doing
sir.
it for a long
Get out of
time.
my face, sir.
You may step
Get
back.
out of my face.
You should leave this county.
Get out of my face. Get out of my
These
face.
people are my friends, and you're being ugly.
And get out of my face.
He's like, go
Did he
ahead.
call her ugly?
Why?
I think so.
Because you're in direct contempt of court. and that's
He
taking
shouted
it.
at me. No, I'm not being, you did not even say that I was in
You are
contempt.
in
You
direct.
don't-
No,
What the
I'm
fuck
not
are you talking about?
Very threatened by this person. Not being screaming and yelling in court. You know.
Oh, and then somebody witnessing it is get fucked, loser.
Do not hurt me. Do not hurt me.
Well, if you don't resist,
Hands on your back.
Do not. Are you throwing me over
Stop
this?
resisting.
I'm not resisting.
Okay. Put your hands on your
I'm
back.
not
Stop
resisting.
You
I'm
know
just
exactly what's
super
happening.
stiff.
You will walk that way sometimes.
I can't walk. I'm being thrown down.
Just settle down, walk
So
that way.
dramatic.
Settle down. Do not grab me. Do not grab me. What are you doing?
This is where we, yep. Very good. There you go. Do it. Yep. Round of applause.
Oh,
Yes.
he gave him a knee. Holy fuck. Can you do that?
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back.
That was an intense knee we saw just there.
There was some anti-LGBT behind that one. Yeah. Homeboy went to the MMA. His local MMA gym.
This is so funny.
Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, fake choking too. That's hilarious. And the judge is just sitting there like, Jesus Christ.
The judge is calm as fuck.
'Cause
There's
you know-
other people in there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. There's a whole fucking courtroom full of people, bro.
They were like on break or something. Like, you know how they have like
Yeah. No. I
Honey,
did-
you'll never believe what I
Somebody-
saw when I went to the court today to pay my traffic ticket.
Dude, he said somebody call 911, please.
Yeah.
They're there. Jesus. Holy.
Act like a man.
Yeah, like this is not. This is not.
Take it
very-
like a man, bitch.
Yeah.
You guys have seen Grown Ups, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like the dog from Grown Ups.
Yeah. Somebody shut that turkey up.
You got your phone now.
Oh my God, the drama.
There's 4 of them.
You know what the one common theme is with all these people is that the
That's a
second.
woman. It takes 4 you dudes to handle a woman.
True, but It's always like, no matter what, they always want the attention on them till
Yeah.
the very fucking end. Till the end.
Get a female officer.
Get a female officer now. There aren't any.
You said there aren't any.
I can't see.
I can't get up.
Yeah, go ahead. Turn on your mic.
Sorry, I keep putting the volume up instead of my mic. This kid must be new or something, because he's the one just doing random fucking shit. He was throwing the knees when they were on the ground. He was over
like
here dropping like hammer fists at this point over here.
To get her to. Well, the thing is, like, the knee was
And
definitely.
then no. And then the best part. He's on the ground, right? Everyone's walking away.
Yeah.
He just kicks him 2 times just for the fuck of it. Yeah, you just keep keep an eye on this guy. Keep an eye on
All
this
right,
guy.
I'm watching.
Say, I think I might have missed that one.
Me too.
Somebody call 911.
A little bit further here. Once they stand up here. Yeah, watch him. This guy right here. Watch this guy.
Had enough of this shit.
Get a female officer now. Get a female officer now. Get a female
Look, here he goes.
There aren't any.
Yeah, get a little kick.
He just did that. He just.
He just threw my glasses. I can't see.
No, that guy was my favorite though. He
Yeah.
got a flying knee, some hammer fists.
He's trained well. This happened. See, you're making things worse. I can't see, I can't breathe, but I'm gonna resist the whole time. God, that was so great to watch. I love that.
Honestly, was not expecting this.
Well, that's way more funny than I thought. I'm so glad I picked this and sent it to you.
It's funny, but I just love, like, that for me is just like, it's very heartwarming. It's so heartwarming to see them just finally have to answer for their
He's
fucking.
breaking hearts. He's warming
Yeah,
hearts.
yeah.
Sorry, I need to see that knee one more time.
Say the form, bro. The form.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, the back was straight. The knee was parallel. I mean, dude, he got it up there.
He even caught Prey. Yeah, he caught her and everything.
The thing is,
he followed through.
He pulled her
He
into
scored
it.
points on that one.
Hell yeah, that's a 10-9 that round. That's 10-9 him in that round for sure. No, but I'm glad that this
This
lunacy.
is so bad. Can we please go viral for laughing about this?
Yeah, for real.
Scold us, internet.
The lunacy on display here is just so fucking. I hate to see it, but I love to see it get taken care of the right way.
I needed that. That was
What's
good.
funny is
That was good.
no one's gonna say shit about that knee either. Nobody that actually gives a fuck. They're gonna be like, yeah, that was needed. No pun intended. Correct me if I'm wrong though.
I'm like, I've
Still-
never seen that.
Correct me if I'm wrong though. Like, yes, they can't just like beat the shit out of you for no reason. But if it gets to a point where you're actively resisting arrest and you're fucking flying around everywhere, they then have that authority to do what's necessary to try and subdue you, right?
Per state, but or at least here in Arizona, if you show to make an attempt to go at the officer, then it allows. But I don't think a hammer fist is something that
or
you
a
can
knee.
get away with.
See, I think you're actually probably more allowed at that point to pull out the taser.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they're not,
throwing
which is
some
way
knees,
worse
bro.
than getting the knee, probably. But I don't know.
A lot quicker. It'll be.
But there is at this stage you could do this, and there's an
Yeah.
escalation to all of them, even though the laws are different. There is an escalation process, but
That's great. That's fucking great.
yeah, this is too much for Leo.
See, if we didn't have liberals, we wouldn't have that. At least we can at least
that was way too good.
we can at least credit them for a good laugh every once in a while.
You know what's really bad though? He's somebody's attorney.
Yeah, I know. It's like this dude's career is probably fucking
Yeah,
over.
somebody paid for that performance.
Yeah.
I really wish that whoever he's representing is sitting in the court, like you're just
Yeah,
chilling,
no,
just
she
watching
was-
everything.
They were
happen.
going to call her on the phone. She's
Yeah.
not there. She didn't come to court
Oh, shit.
because she's
Oh, is
got a
that what-
warrant for stealing her own kids.
Yeah,
That is fucking.
she got a warrant for
hilarious.
arrest. That's the
I
thing.
thought originally it was just stealing, but then I heard him whisper it was stealing her own kids.
That attorney too. That's the type of attorney that would like defend one of these Venezuelan fucking child molesters. Though
Fuck yeah.
they're completely in the wrong, and they're gonna argue like we're fucking these horrible people, and they would they just defend the worst of the worst. Not saying that lady is
Right.
the worst of the worst, but you know that that person would have taken that case on for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the
100%.
initiative here, and since we were already laughing, I'm gonna show you something
All right.
something that I was dying.
I
at.
laughed.
All
at-
right,
I
let's
thought it
do
was
it.
funny. This dude, he makes me laugh no matter what.
Drewski's like one of my favorite.
He's like the only
comedians.
person that can be racist
He
without
is a
getting in trouble
comedian.
for it.
Take this into account.
All right,
he
he is a
is
comedian.
he is
All right.
known to be a comedian. He has in the past imitated. You know the church pastor that was like spending. I'll have to show you that one as
Okay.
well. Yeah, but yeah, here let's listen to this.
We don't got any sound there.
War is raging in Iran.
We're praying, who he's trying to imitate?
all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
How about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
This dancing part's funny.
Do you know who he's imitating?
Yeah, you said Erica Kirk.
Oh, he's this. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's easy to see with the lights.
It's pretty easy to tell.
Yeah, I mean, because it's a pretty good fat version of Erica.
Oh, this is like something he like kind of like transitioned to in the last few years. All he does is imitate people. Like the past like few years.
He's so good at it.
He's so fucking good, and he's so accurate at it too. Like it was funny as fuck. But there's a bunch of controversy. Erica Kirk is now suing.
That was expected, though.
Him?
Yeah.
For what?
Defamation and a bunch of other shit.
Really? What did he do that's not true?
Yeah, I think it's just
That's the whole.
It's
That's
a
the
comedy.
that's the whole
Do
thing
you
that
know
people are
how,
saying.
like, I had people, like, when I was on radio and I went after some schools, I went after my own school that I graduated from over some taxation and building a new school because they were lying about the numbers. I was a financial advisor, and I knew the numbers, and they weren't telling people the truth about it. And I had an inside story that that they were going to get rid of a building and they were going to sell it. It was the junior high that I went to, which was my dad's high school when he was young, and that they stopped a guy from painting. They had some extra paint, right, just laying around. The paint already paid for, and they're paying maintenance people. He was going to paint the cafeteria, and he was instructed by the superintendent to not paint the cafeteria because they didn't want it looking good for
Funding
purposes
reasons,
of showing
yeah.
people around because they wanted a new school.
Yeah.
So they didn't want it painted.
Yeah.
And I like let all that stuff out.
Yeah.
Like it just happened. And I was threatened. And in fact, it was a neighbor of mine who was an attorney for the school or was a part of it. Like they said, we're going to sue you for defamation. Please, please, please make my show.
Bigger, yes.
Give me some help here.
Yep.
Please do that because you have to. Defamation is so hard.
Yeah.
Like, in fact, you guys are broke. You don't have the money to sue me,
Yeah.
for one thing.
Yeah.
I did that to homeowners
Yeah.
association too. That they tried some shit with me. I'm like,
I fucking hate HOAs.
you can go fuck yourself, or you could sue me.
Yeah, one or the
You
other.
can sue me. You don't have enough money to sue.
Yep.
You have barely enough money to do the shit you're supposed to do.
Yeah, the maintenance.
So get the fuck out of here
Yeah.
with that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
I'm
is-
like that.
This is
but
the,
yeah.
but he's done one like this one's funny, but I think the one that he did was the most out of pocket. And Leo, you probably saw it. Was the one where he's making fun of those like Filipino or the Vietnamese nail salons, bro. He doesn't even speak the language. He's just like saying like basically what you would think racist people would imitate Vietnamese people talk how they're talking. Dude, it is the fucking funniest.
But that's it. Everything
shit.
should be on the table.
Dude,
everything.
This is so fucking wild that nobody complained about this. No, you're good.
Well, how many Vietnamese nail techs do you think are actually watching the video?
True.
Probably not
They're
many.
busy doing nails. Trying to make
All
a
right, let's
living.
hear it.
do both now. I do both now. Come. Ah! Oh, wanna throw out? Yeah, it's hot. It's hot.
Dude, and the fact that they're going along with it is even crazier.
I'm pretty sure he's kind of like pretty big in the Asian community.
I
like
don't know.
where he's from.
This is what they do.
They smack your legs.
Dude, and then the fucking kneel down smoking the cig behind the. This is so real.
I want like a little sunflower right here.
Oh,
Dude, he's just saying
Saying the most dumb shit.
gibberish. Vietnamese gibberish.
Can you just make it a little shorter?
Oh, $10 more.
And then they turn around, the tip.
500 for what?
Can we not pay $525?
Making a $99.
That's no. You never charge me $525.
I didn't.
You don't speak English no more?
Yeah, he said you don't speak English no more. Dude, like it's so fucking funny. The only one with the Eric, I thought it was funny. I didn't really have too much issues, but I just can't help think of.
But that's the dumbest thing. If Erica's suing him, that makes her look like such the small, insecure person. That is totally horrible of her to do that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people are saying. Is like she's going after Drewski for basically just telling the truth, but she won't go after the guy that killed Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, like that's a whole different conversation. But I can understand like why some people are upset. Like if the roles were reversed, like if somebody's doing blackface, like what the outcome would be. That I can totally understand.
Right.
But I'd like to think that we're at a point in time where we can at least have some comedic relief, whether it's whiteface, blackface, we're impersonating fucking Vietnamese nail text, fucking like he's like 999, like that's all he's saying.
Yeah,
that's all he's doing.
That's
and like,
so funny.
It's hilarious, but that's it's racist as fuck.
You can't sue people for making fun of you.
Yeah,
you can't.
The church pastor, the same thing happened because like he was. But the church pastor tried to play it off cool. He was like, "Yeah, no, he was definitely not talking about me or this and that," and like literally one for one, like
he's in the same exact outfit,
you.
Literally the same exact outfit. He's got the same jewelry, like the same type on in the right places. Like he is imitating this fucking pastor to a T. And he's like, "Yeah,
I thought you were gonna play the pastor one. I thought you had it up.
That's honestly my favorite one. I'll be honest with you.
It's Friday. I'm all about it. I think it's funny. I want to see this.
Just levitating in air. Can you turn it down just a little bit?
I'm gonna have Wanda stand up here. Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. I had somebody in the congregation ask why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. I'm a Christian first and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. Give him some praise. So we are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get our congregation over in Africa.
He's been asking for a fuck ton of money now.
We wanted to raise $4 million. Amen. Hallelujah. That needs to appear today. We are not letting anyone leave until we reach our goal. Amen. Hallelujah. Life savings here. Give him some praise for that. Give it his life savings up. Apostle Richie says, "Baby, can you help me?" I said, "Can you help me?" I said, "Can you help me?" I'm gonna finish this word here, and I'm gonna do the Christian version. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do the Christian version. I'm driving this Bentley Bentayga because I believe in Christ. Can you leap on your legs like a survivor? Can you leap on your legs till the money fall out your pockets? I need you to pray for my wife. Hey, come on, man. Hey, get your hands off my car. You gave tithes and offering? No. Back the fuck up, man.
It's just like, it's funny as hell that the dude did try to say like, oh, that's not me. And like
Video of him fucking doing that exact same
everything.
interaction with
This
someone.
is li-
Really?
This is literally everything that dude would do. And he's like, nah, that's not me. That's not me. It's like, well, where the fuck do you think he came up with all this? Like, he's a funny dude, but that's very specific. Like,
That was good stuff. And I'm a Christian. I'm not offended. And I laughed my ass off. That was funny fucking
it's weird
shit,
how that
man.
works. You don't have to be pissed off at everything.
No.
That's weird. I thought you did.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll
That's
go tell
good.
my doctor that's why my
Yeah.
blood pressure's so high all the time.
All right. You know, we're gonna do just this one more part, and nobody's gonna see it because we're doing it at the end, and you haven't been watching anyways. But for somebody who happens to actually come across the end, or maybe we drop a clip of it or something, like, great, maybe that'll be it. But this one last story. This is just I couldn't believe it when I saw it, except then after about 5 seconds of thinking about it, of course I can believe it. Because these people hate. Let me tell you what Trump's trying to do. And I'm going to tie it all together with Venezuela, even Cuba, China, trying to end the war in Ukraine, bombing the shit of fucking Iran. Trump is not just trying to hit a home run. Trump is trying to hit the home run of all home runs. He's trying to hit a grand slam, which means there's a person on every base. And he's not just trying to hit the home run. He's trying to hit this grand slam out of the park. Because you're at this ball game. And you're in the opposing team's ballpark, and they are booing you, they hate you, they despise you, and they fucking think they're winning. And then you come up to bat, bases loaded, everything against you, and you not only hit that home run, you hit a grand slam home run out of the park. It goes out of the ballpark. It's not even in the ballpark anymore. That's what Trump's trying to do. Now, when anybody hits a home run, one of the things that's been true about most home run hitters, at least that regularly try to hit home runs, that's what they're known for. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, correct me, But most guys that hit a shit ton of home runs are usually also way the fuck up there on strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
Just they go together. And you know what? Trump could strike out. And weak-ass people, they're weak-ass people that would be like, we only need 2 runs. I could just hit a double. I don't have to hit it out of the park. That's not how Trump thinks, man. He thinks win big, bigger than everybody's ever seen before. We are going to celebrate like we've never celebrated before. But there's that risk. And he's willing to take that risk. And maybe you all could be right, but you're not. Not this time. The writing's already on the wall. To me, anyways, the writing's already on the wall. That Trump is really going to pull this shit off. And you people are going to be so fucking mad. Because you're going to look like such idiots. Because everybody in Venezuela is going to be happy. Iranian people are going to be happy. We're people in other Middle Eastern countries that are now become our allies are going to be happy they don't have this bully in the Middle East. The whole world has been the subject of the terrorist activities from Iran. We're not the only country that they've targeted. and with their little proxy wars and all that little shit, and Hezbollah and all these other little motherfucking groups who aren't going to have the money because that, you know, that regime isn't going to be around anymore. So they're going to have to figure out a new way. But they're pure evil, man. They are pure evil. And Trump is doing something about pure evil, and he's swinging for the fences. And he is, I'll give you this. I agree with you. But the decision doesn't happen today. He is going to be known. If he actually pulls this shit off, there is nobody in their ever-loving mind that would ever be able to not say that he's the greatest president ever if he pulls this off. Because we're going to have prosperity and peace like we haven't seen in over 100 years. Over 100 years, over 125 years. You'd have to go back and when what peace was there in the late 1800s? We had other shit going on, right? This may be the greatest period of peace if he pulls it off, and that's what he's going for. He's going for it all. Because why swing small in this kid? Why swing small? That ain't going to get him known for shit. And you're opposing him on everything anyways. So he's just like, fuck it. I'm going for it. Because what are you going to do to him? The same shit you want to do to him anyways? Drag him to a third impeachment? Nothing's going to change. You hate him anyways. You can't do any more to him. You've already done the more. You already put his businesses through the shit. You already debanked him illegally. And you don't care about being debanked until you're the motherfucker that gets debanked. Then you start caring about being debanked. But that's all. He's going for it all, man. He is going for it all, and you're all going to look stupid. And there's a whole bunch of conservatives that are going to look stupid. Tucker Carlson is going to look stupid. And a whole bunch of other people that 4 weeks in want to like declare that I guess that things aren't going well. You know what? This would almost be over now. The only reason it's taking as long as it is now, let me tell you why it's taking as long as it is now. Because you sick, fucking, non-patriotic, piece of shit people that still claim to be Americans. That the world, and Iran sees it too, that our country is divided. They see that you hate this president no matter what the fuck he does. So all they're trying to do, they cannot win. Iran cannot win this. And they're not going to win it. But the one chance that they have, because we're killing their chance now with the Strait of Hormuz, because the head of the Iranian Republican Guard, that was the head of their naval division for the last 8 years, who has been right there at that part of the country directing all the shit in the Strait of Hormuz, they killed him last night. They killed him yesterday. And some of his other top officials. They killed him. So that shit's being taken care of. All of it. So that was their one card they had there, was the Strait of Hormuz, and they're losing that card. They only have one card left, is to wait out public opinion. That if enough people can be persuaded by these idiot fucking Democrats who somehow are on the side of supporting Iran. I don't know how, no matter what you feel about any president, how you could end up on the side where you're supporting Iran as an American. I just can't deal with that level of stupid motherfucker, because you are literally the dumbest person on the planet. That you are so fucked that this president has you so wound up in your head. He owns you. I guess I talk a little bit about the president here and there throughout the day on the show and stuff. But I don't talk nearly about the president as much as you people that hate him. It's nonstop. It's every fucking post. It's all you think about. He consumes you. You need help. And we're not going to pay for it. You got to pay for it out of your own pocket. Fuck you. But that's the only card they have left, is if they can maybe slightly they're just trying to get through every day. Yeah, we made it. We're live this day. Yeah, we lost a couple other ones, but I'm still here. We got a few left. If we could just hang on. If they can just hang on and make the U.S. quit and fail and back out, Trump's not going to do that because he bet it all. He bet it all. He's used all of the goodwill with MAGA he has. He's pissed off some of MAGA who wrongly believed about wars. Because you don't understand Trump. You don't know how to read Trump. You were maybe new MAGA people. I don't know. But that's not how... Trump didn't want prolonged wars. We didn't win. That's it. He wasn't against showing American strength. We have been weak for a long time. It started with Obama. When you draw lines in the sand, like Obama did in Syria, and then they use those illegal gases and chemicals on their own fucking people, and you said you were going to do something and you don't do something, you look weak. You look like a fucking pussy. And then Biden, what was Biden and Kamala known for? When they were asked about Iran, they each gave the same response. Let me give it to you here. I'm going to pretend I'm Kamala. Don't. There's my impersonation of Kamala. Don't. That's what she said. Biden said the same fucking thing. Trump is all in on this, and he's going to finish this if he has to drag us all across the fucking finish line by his motherfucking self. That's what I think he's going to do. So their last card they got to play is they're hoping that you Democrats are going to save them. And do you really want to be known for that? Do you really want to be known that we're this far in? We are this close to the finish line, and you wanted to back out, and you're going to let these people continue to torture their own people. They're going to continue to fund these other groups, and they're still going to attack Israel. They're still going to attack us. You're still going to be threats in the Strait of Hormuz. You're going to let that all just continue? We are not listening to you motherfuckers. We do not care. We don't care what you have to say anymore. Not right now. You're not invited to this conversation because you're insane. You're insane. Your thinking is insane. And so I came across this where they actually have video showing protesters cheering that American troops come home in caskets from the war in Iran. Is there a video attached? Is there a little video we can play? It's not too long. Yeah, right here. You can see, don't take my word for it.
Bring the United States to its knees.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
To bring the United States to its knees.
Everything in our power to bring the United States to its knees. Let us not lose sight of the enemy. For every U.S. military base that crumbles, and for every U.S. soldier who returns home in a casket, we cheer.
Guys.
Hamas, Hezbollah, Ansar, all of the resistance forces
Oh
we
my God.
celebrate. These popular voices on the ground spend every waking moment in direct confrontation with Zionism, and they rely
Why is
on a
this
strong
stupid ass not able to say how he feels?
Without covering his face?
No, but without using his phone. being written down. He's just reading it, man.
This is a sleeper cell. Nah, I don't know if he is, but yeah, if I was anybody that had any sort of influence or power in our military or the government, I would make that, what is that? We say about 20 by 20 foot area, 30 by 30 foot area. You are now considered a part of Iran, and we are bombing you. That's what I would do. That's probably not the most humanitarian thing, nice thing to say, but if you're happy that Americans that are dying, that
it's only a small group of people.
It doesn't matter to me.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
How is
because
that? How can you
that's just who's
be
there.
in that? How can you stand and cheer and clap?
Yeah.
When he talks about American soldiers coming home
White
in
people
a
there,
casket.
of all people, like he was talking about the same people that would fucking kill you if you were in their country or they were here. They would fucking kill you, and he would be on their side. So you're rooting
These
for
are all
somebody
the
that
same
wants your
people
death.
wearing masks that don't want ICE to wear theirs.
Yeah, exactly. That's another fucking thing
group.
to add on top of that. But it's just the fact that you live in a country in which you can do something like this. and
There's
face
no other
repercussions.
country you can do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
None.
you face but without facing real repercussions though, because
Right.
nothing's gonna happen.
No.
Any
No.
other country, they would track your ass down, figure out every single
yeah.
fucking face in that crowd, and they'd hang you from the gallows in front of everybody to see.
They would do that in Iran.
So I'm saying, like,
If this was reversed,
yeah,
and this was taking place in Iran, and they were talking about killing Iranian soldiers and cheering the killing of Iranian soldiers, every one of the motherfuckers in this crowd would be dead. You're 100% right.
yeah, and it's just idiotic. And it's the same thing. I actually talked to Leo about this not too long
Why
ago.
do we have to even point this out?
Because the size of the crowd is what people are, oh, it's just a small amount of people. Yeah, that's just who's there. But imagine the amount of people that aren't able to be there because of location, but agree 100% with everything they're saying. And the reason I bring up a conversation with Leo and I had was because there was a streamer who got quite a bit of attention. She was basically same thing, advocating for U.S. troops to die, saying that you shouldn't feel bad for them. They deserve it, this and that, cry. And everyone, like a lot of people got pissed, and Twitch, for once in their life, did the right thing and shut her account down. But it's people like her that it's just one singular voice, but they're talking to hundreds or thousands of people that agree with them. So it's like, yeah, it might be small here, but that number will grow. Because what if they keep having these in every city, every single day, keep doing this over and over? How are you going to defend that? And then we have another terrorist attack on U.S. soil. How are you going to defend that? You can't. And that's why I wish a fucking car would just drive through this whole crowd. Like the biggest fucking tank.
They're
we
the
have.
ones that do that shit, though.
I know, but
We don't do that shit. We don't attack liberal crowds with cars.
I will. No, but that's just how I feel. That's what I want to happen because of the anger I feel because of that. He's literally saying these resistant. We're proud of these resistant forces. Hezbollah. What was the other one? What did he say?
Hamas.
Hamas. He's praising them, and you guys are like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, no,
It's crazy.
No, these people want to fucking kill you. They want this land. They want to take over the world, and they want to kill anybody that doesn't want to be them. And even if you do want to be them, and you just look different or you laugh a certain way, they're gonna fucking kill you anyways.
It starts small.
Oh yeah,
They know how to play the long game. What do you got, Leo? What are you thinking? You look like you were thinking about something.
No, I was just looking at I was just
all right.
back
Okay.
end stuff, camera angles and whatnot.
I just seeing.
I have no opinion on it. I'll be honest with you. I could care less.
It's all right. I care for you.
Yeah, I still get to watch the World Cup, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Well,
Until
I
they
guess
fucking
maybe
bomb it.
we might not be able to because of all this bullshit, but
Well,
No.
then I'll get mad.
I mean, like I was, I didn't like it that Russia wasn't able to participate in the Olympics. But if Iran chooses not to compete in the World Cup, I don't care. But why are they allowed to compete in the World Cup?
Because they qualified.
Doesn't matter. Why are they allowed to compete, but Russia wasn't allowed to compete in the Olympics?
I don't know. Like
The Olympics has much different rules than the FIFA.
the FIFA's very corrupt. Heck,
Of course it is.
They're insanely corrupt. They've been in so many tax fraud fucking situations, and like, I'm not surprised that FIFA their morals are a little bit less than the Olympic committees. I'm not going to sit here and praise the Olympic Committee, say that they're these fucking stand-up people, but they at least have the wherewithal to not allow this.
Tends to lean a little bit more towards the conservative side, where the Olympics is definitely a little bit more on the liberal. I'm not, maybe I'm wrong, but I would probably say that's probably why.
All right. So we got a little bit of politics there in the end, and there's only so much that I want to do about it, and I'll do what I want to do on it when it comes up, because it's every day. We could just do nothing but that every day. But the show is about more than that, because we have a life, and you should have a life, and go do you this weekend, man. Go have fun, jump on a motorcycle, go out, play a ball game, see a ball game, throw a ball with your kids outside. We are blessed to be able to do that, because we do have men and women that have signed up to defend this country, and we much appreciate them. God bless them, and kill the fucking enemy and come home safe. God bless. This is the Outlaw Apostle Podcast. I'm your host, Troy Neff. I'm the fucking guy.
Who knew I would make it this far? They hated, they never believed me. Yeah, I would never drop the ball. I know I make it look easy. Yeah, Mayweather with the defense. I don't care what a critic got to say. I got them picking up the pieces.